Are we live? Looks like we are. Can you hear me? Welcome, everybody. Let me scroll down. We've got Casey Ellis, Ashley Sears, Angel Grace Barnett. Hi, everybody. Tammy Hughes. It's great to see you. When I wanted to come on live, I didn't know if anybody else was live, and I checked, just double check if like Emily D. Baker or somebody was on. But about 5 minutes ago, someone shared that Mysterious Tea is live too. So if you, now that you know that, would like to go, and I'll come on later, or I don't know if later, but tomorrow, that would be fine too. But if you want to stay, I'm happy to have you, because holy crap. holy crap. That's all I can say. First, let's give a big shout out to Charlotte for taking the time to get them and taking the time to read them. I wasn't aware anything, I don't think anybody was aware anything was going to drop tonight, but it did. And I can't be happier, to tell you the truth, but we're going to talk about it a little bit. I see some other people have joined, so let me say hi. Harmony Sage, hello. La Robbie, hello. Lo Robbie, hi, Lo Robbie. Always busy. Yeah, that's about the truth of it. Hey, Granny Life, hey there. You can't sleep? No, I know. I'm normally asleep by now, but I had adrenaline rush over Charlotte's stream, and then I went to Suzanne, and it's just been boiling up here. Nancy K, hi. Yeah, midnight. It's midnight here too. We must all be in, those of us that it's midnight in Central Standard Time. Hi, Liz. How are you? Carly Hannah, good evening. Angie Dare, how are you, dear? It's good to see you. Nancy K. Angel Cake, hello. Mats, I haven't seen anything that's going on yet. Oh, well, I'm going to help you, fill you in a little bit. Yeah, holy cow, Batman, there. That's perfect. Can we not send super chats? Not yet, Holy Sage. And I'm sad you can't. I do have a PayPal. It's True Ball of Wax. Wait a minute. It's PayPal/me dot True Ball of Wax, I believe. If that'd be wonderful if you'd like to send something. Thank you. I just got monetized just before New Year's, or just, yeah, at Christmas, I guess it was. My hair is crazy here. Now I know why KJ plays with it, right? And also with the camera, you can't tell which way it's supposed to go. Looks like it goes this way, opposite. Okay. Anyway, Christine Johnson, hi, Waxy. New member, first time here. Thank you, hun. Glad to see you. Diamond Crystal Arts, nice to see you. It's 10 p.m. on Tuesday. Oh, my word. That is, I know you guys are ahead, but wow, you've had a whole day we haven't had yet. Nice to see everybody. If I miss anybody, I'll come back, try to say hi to you. Hi, Heidi. You can't sleep either. Heidi and I both suffer a little bit from insomnia, but it's part of postmenopausal. My goodness, hi, coconut tea, hello. Okay, so let's just dig in here. I'm not legal, and I cannot wait for Emily D. Baker to take care of this and explain it, but some of it's pretty self-explanatory, and there was a lot of shade, so that was pretty fun to listen to. But I get it's a motion, I don't have the right name, Precipice or something, that they bring forth when the answer's already been filed towards the dismissal. Tati's side said all the reasons why. And now Saltzy has more information to say there's even more reason to not dismiss this case from Washington. And seriously, it came from Katie. It literally came from her. All his evidence he got from her mouth. He cited the videos, guys, that where she said such and such that led him through common sense to go, oh, really? Well, let's go investigate that. And for instance, as we all know, maybe some of you, and if you have been attacked by Lorianne, let me know about that. But Lorianne has been the bully, running YouTube, being the ride or die to take care and, by golly, take care of Katie. And I mean, I literally may laugh right now because it's so funny to me that the biggest bully we've experienced is now in the lawsuit being talked about. And either I don't know how it works. I'm too new. I believe it will be Katie that actually scrubbed her out. I think that's what it would take. But Lorianne deleted everything. She no longer has a Twitter. She no longer has a Facebook, a YouTube, anything. It's completely taken down since Saltzy called her out in the last dismissal thing. So that's run and hide, right? And Katie, Saltzy is claiming straight out that she has deleted evidence, like hundreds of evidence, and including Lorianne. And he cited the other night, just a couple nights ago, where she was on with her we all know, right? In her chair, talking to us. Yeah, I got to do, this is self-soothing, for crying out loud. It's disgusting. Sorry, that was me being petty. I know, but she sits there in the chair and she tells everybody. And what about how snotty she's been to all these people? I mean, her own subs, somebody said they couldn't hear. Oh, can't hear? Turn up your volume. Like, who talks like that? It's so mean. So anyway, in that particular night, not last night, but the night before, she had a member, tell the world she's from Washington. It was Addie something. And Saltzy caught it. It's because Katie's online running her mouth. What do you all think about this? She says, I have every right to talk. You don't tell me to shut up. I have every right to talk. And everybody out here is basically screaming, Katie, the don't talk is for your own good. Of course, you have every right to talk, but you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. So Saltzy caught it. That woman said or girl, whatever, said she was from the state of Washington. They were talking about, I believe, weather. And she was saying, well, in her state, she lives on a hill and it's all this pine pollen dropping thing. And so it's yellow. And Katie says, please don't mention where you're from. Then a little later, she tells the mods, please make that go away. And Saltzy caught it and put it in the lawsuit. So she tells the world that there's somebody in Washington just by making a thing of it. It might have been like one of those things that just kind of went through and you didn't quite catch it, because you don't catch everything. But because, hey, mods, take care of that, it points an arrow right at the problem. And I mean, to be your own, she's cooked her own goose, you guys. Seriously? I said to my husband maybe a week ago, I would like, but there's no way to talk to her. She will not, I suppose maybe, and I don't follow her or anything. I was thinking a DM, but the Twitter's been gone till I think this last 24 hours. But anyway, you want to say to her, you need to follow the people that are in your best interest trying to say stop. But I'm guessing her attorney had to have said that to shush, right? Anyway, I'm going to check what you guys are saying, but I have some more things written down. But let's just see what everybody's thinking, because probably most of you or a lot of you have already heard Charlotte. And again, shout out to Charlotte. God bless you for having that and taking the time to read that. Harmony says, rumor has it they are going after KJ's channel for the end game and to get her off YouTube for good, like being allowed to not make money from YouTube again. This is true. I heard Emily say that. But on top of that, I think she should be getting another job, or Todd should be getting a job, because YouTube seriously could get wind of all this going down and zap her right like that. There would be no questions asked. They also could do something like a 90-day stop. And can she go 90 days with no income? Doesn't, probably not. But maybe she's rich, because she said out loud, look at, I make lots of money. So perhaps. Let's see. Oh, Harmony again says, Lorianne is horrible. When I first started questioning Katie, Lori legit went after me. Oh, I'm so sorry, Harmony. And said horrible things about me in comments and Twitter. I'm glad he's going after her. Well, I am too. One of the things I wanted to point out to all of my peeps is, I know I have screen recorded quite a bit, but I get full and then I have to delete and I have to choose. But however far back I go, I'm wondering if we could help Saltzy, because Saltzy said in this thing, it's hundreds of videos and you could take years to go through them all. But if we went through our own videos, each of us that have some, and just look for Lorianne, because supposedly Lorianne's name is gone. And I think it would be helpful to the case to have the proof that this is where Lorianne talked, or this is where Lorianne gave money. Just a thought. I don't know. But I'm going to go through my videos, and if any of you others do, I think we should share that. Carly Hannah, is she legally allowed to delete? That is a very good question. No, she's not. Emily D. Baker said, excuse me, got a frog. Emily D. Baker did say that it means, she uses the cursey words, but she said you can't delete anything, nothing, because you never know what would be important, what would be a lead, what would be, like Lorianne being in it. Okay, that's become important. So Emily D. Baker said, no. I believe KJ thinks it's only things that pertain to Tati, but there's stuff that shows pattern and behavior and all kinds of stuff. So I'm pretty sure, no lawyer here, but I don't think she's legally allowed. And by him putting in this paper, he'd already put it in his last paper, and Emily said that she could get her channel pulled for that. The judge could say, done. He could fine her. He could hold her in contempt. He could absolutely give her sanctions, I guess it's called, and jury instruction that she deleted after being told not to. This isn't going to go well for her. I mean, literally, it's not going to go good for her. I clicked on About on your channel and found your PayPal link. Well, thank you, Dagwood. That's very kind. I know my daughter-in-law and I were trying to figure out where to put it because I want it on the top of my YouTube, but I guess I need a banner. So I'm learning, guys. I don't know how to do it yet. But thank you, Dagwood. That was nice of you. Hello from Washington. Oh my gosh, hi. Don't worry, guys. I'm already emailed Saltzy my story. Yay! Everybody, let's give her a round of applause. Yay, always busy. Have you seen KJ for long? I mean, everybody talks about this group. I'm not part of any group, but I'm upset with the way she's handled her content. So when everybody says, please go back to your content, Katie, just make that. I'm like, no, she's lying. She's changing narratives. No, don't, not the content. But it doesn't matter if it's the content or if it's the YouTube. She's bad. Had Green Life. In any other normal case, she would have had a gag order smacked on her. But I think Saltzy wants to just let her dig her own, yes, her own hole. Isn't that the truth? Give somebody enough rope. What happens? They hang themselves. And that's what's happened tonight. Remember when Katie said bombs were going to drop when her answer was going to come down? There were no bombs, but we've seen bombs tonight. We have absolutely seen bombs tonight. Let's see, Coconut, what you got here? What I don't get, Saltzy does this for a living. Imagine what he could do to you outside of the job. What in the world possessed that woman to actually DM Saltzy? Yes. So you heard that. Yes. Lorianne DM'd, for those of you who didn't see this yet, but Lorianne DM'd Saltzy just days after the suit was going. And I mean, he was, what'd she say? He was arrogant and to get off her butt, get away from her, don't mess with her. And now she's all over the. Remember what Emily D. Baker says? Don't mess with the attorneys. And it's proven true. She has the right to remain silent. Her ass just doesn't have the ability. Isn't that the truth? Oh, hi, Pippi. I heard she mocked a blind woman for missing spelling a word. I haven't seen that clip yet, but that is beyond horrible. Well, I haven't seen that yet either, but the other night, I believe the lady was deaf and was hoping she could read lips. Now, to be fair, if I had someone come on that was deaf trying to speak to me, I would have struggled too. So I'm not going to hold that one against KJ, but it was awkward, very awkward for the lady. I guess she was embarrassed. KJ, she tried to handle it, and moved on. But I haven't seen this about the misspelling thing. It doesn't surprise me. Does not. Nothing surprises me. You guys, I've been doing research for this whole week. I literally was like, I don't think I can watch another KJ video. They get hard after a while. So I also needed some information that I wanted from Steve McRae, and I watched some videos there too. And then Unirock, some videos, because if you weren't here for it, I need to have my facts straight before I put the story together. And she's been lying a lot and throwing Leslie bad shade, bad words. And Leslie, did anybody see that today? Leslie put video 1 out, and it's a must see. It's a must see. Leslie's going to shoot it straight, you guys. I trust her completely. She's going to be extremely honest with what happened. I feel confident of that. If that ever changed, I'll tell you. But I believe Leslie as a honest person. let's see. I'm trying to scroll back a little bit just to see what y'all. It jumps on me a little bit. Okay. Oops. Let's see. She's talking to Carly, KR, but I really think that will be her last ditch effort to keep some kind of cash flow. So I click this one, and I'm not sure what you're talking about there, but I'm sure you know what you're saying. So I'll let you guys continue to chat. Let's see. Hi, Susan. I mentioned some things on her IG, and this was after her motion to not delete. She deleted my comment and blocked me. Susan, do you do Twitter? If not, I may mention that because I've been doing a little bit of telling Saltzy things like this. She has blocked and deleted many of my things. And Saltzy replied to me and said, if you think it's pertinent to the case, please email me. So if you feel comfortable emailing Saltzy, I'll see if I can drop the link so you can email him. I'll put it in my about my community tab. How about there? I'll put it there. Hi, Joanne. How are you? I think there will be more filings to come. I do too. I recognize your picture, Joanne. You have a channel? Am I right? Don't you have a channel? If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but it looks like the girl I saw. Anyway, you're welcome to put the link in here if you want to tell everybody if you have a channel. If not, hi. Nice to see you. Gigi, Bianca, hi. I'm new here. What's the topic? I love Emily D. Baker. The topic is KJ and the bombs that dropped tonight. Saltzy did a filing. I think it's a Pressby, something like that it's called. It's an addition to the filing he did to file a response to KJ's motion to dismiss. The Westbrooks don't want to have it leave Washington. I personally thought it might be fun if it did, because KJ would have to pay another retainer to another attorney, and then that's more money, and she's not going to get the money back from the Washington guy. So, and then the new guy has to get up to speed, which will be hours of legal time. Also, I think I'm right about this, but I want to mention it. I believe that while Saltzy and his team are watching these videos, which are taking hours and hours and hours, those are billable hours. It will go on to the case, and if KJ loses, that will be more money that she'll have to pay. Now, let's discuss this. Can you get blood out of a turnip? We all know you can't. She said 2 nights ago that she was very flippant and sarcastic. Don't you worry, you should see all the money I'm making. I'm doing fine. Okay. So if she's making all that money, I guess we can watch it get attached when Saltzy and Westbrooks win. If it settles early, I think this is what Emily D. Baker was talking about. If it settles early, then KJ could lose her channel because there'll be a negotiation. The KJ's going to offer such and such. The Westbrooks are going to counter. Back and forth it'll go. And I bet you, because of what was said, the end game will be the channel. It will be social media. That's what I think. No attorney here, remember. I'm just shooting it to my peeps. But yeah, no. So that's what we're talking about, Gigi, and it's nice to have you here. Love it. You guys are, wow. Christine, Saltzy responded today to KJ, not deriving income from Washington. And Lorianne is a paid sub from Washington and since deleted all social media. Yeah. So I didn't know. This is interesting. And all of us that are on here maybe should know. There appears to be a number that associates to all of us behind the scenes. And Saltzy was aware of that. So he was able to know it was Lorianne talking less than a week ago on KJ's channel, even though it didn't say Lorianne, it had a different name, but it had the same number. So no matter what, they call them sock accounts, I guess, but no matter what, it follows you, that number on YouTube. So Saltzy saw it, and he had the aliases. He told the aliases in this new thing that dropped tonight. So Lorianne removed all social media. But since Saltzy already has the number, when it comes time for discovery, I think he can subpoena YouTube for the address and actual information, if he doesn't already have it, for Lorianne. So that's probably how everything that's happening right now is to gather the information so they know what to go after in discovery. And discovery, we're going to learn a lot during discovery, I believe. But yes, that's exactly right. And for Gigi, Christine's explanation here is spot on. Spot on. Okay, so I'm going to go back here and I'm going to stop right here and go back. Oh, just let me throw this up here real quick. I hope LB sends her story to Saltzy and Tati. I do too. Let's see. If this could be told, if we could do a timeline, I'm going to try. I think what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to get a whiteboard or at least one of those big pads of paper and a Sharpie, and I'm going to sit here and have it next to me and go through the timeline so we can read it and see it, because that's what my research has been about, to see who started, who did what the responses were, and how did we get where we are today. Because I'm here to tell you, whether you're a fan of him or not, everything that's happening to Katie today stems from her interaction from the Non Sequitur show with Kyle Curtis and Steve McRae and the damage she tried to inflict on Steve McRae. Whether you like him or not, that's what I believe. That's what I have discovered in my research. And so if she wouldn't have done what she did there, which was typical KJ, she did it exactly the way she's still handling her life right now, she wouldn't be none of this. I don't think I'd be here. Well, I might be, because I don't like the content. I don't like the lying in the content. I don't like the changing of the narrative in the content. So maybe I'd be here, but all the hoopla and the drama, maybe the Westbrooks might have still sued, because that started right as the Steve McRae stuff was going down, or just before. So that maybe still would have happened. So maybe I don't know, but she's her own worst enemy. That's the bottom line. And I think LB, I look forward to the next video. Today's video was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. She's everything that I researched, she said, and she nailed. Of course, it's her life story. It's only me that's looking into it, right? So let me check my thing here, things I wanted to talk about, which we're hitting a lot of it here. I have 7 points, and I think every one of them we've talked about. So let's go back to the chat and just see what else everybody's still saying, because we definitely have stuff to talk about. We're all up so late, but maybe some of you aren't, but some of us are. Um, let's see. Christine, lawyers can leave the case unless they can't leave the case unless they get permission, I think. Well, I think that's not quite right. What I think, Ashley, is that would be true if this was a court ordered attorney, and that happens in criminal suits. I think in a suit that's not criminal, you hire an attorney. If you won't follow his advice, like shut up or like don't delete anything, he has the right to say, I don't want to be your counsel anymore. That's what I think. And again, this probably is a state thing. So it probably would be a Washington state thing. So if you follow Emily D. Baker, maybe pose that as a question for her, because that is a really good question in my mind. I would like the answer to it. My answer is what I think, but I could be wrong. So let's see. Hi, Ella. El Renee. Hi. Tati never wanted money. She wants her to lose. Yeah. It wasn't you're absolutely right. It wasn't about the money. It was ticker lock. Shut up talking about us. They tried for cease and desist. You aren't listening. James Charles, you guys, I did a video on that. James Charles was being her friend, and he was sent here, and she was all cocky. Well, that was after she talked, I think, to the business partner and his lawsuit. She got all in everybody's face about how disgusting James Charles treated her, and she are those still up, by the way? There's something. Did she delete that, or is it still there? I'm going to go look into that, because there are videos of her slamming James Charles and saying that Tati and James Charles screwed her over because they want to take down Jeffree Star. That was not even in the story. That's what she took, and that's where she ran. Cheryl, hi. Too early for gag order? No, it isn't. But she may be past that, right? She may get a gag like no more social media. Not, we trust you, just shut up. Because we trust you, just don't delete. She's been deleting like crazy. I emailed Saltzy, the one where I proved she deleted. I asked my girlfriend to go in and see if my comment was there. It wasn't there. So I screenshotted, she screenshotted, and I sent it to Saltzy so that he could see. At least it's one more thing. I don't know how many it takes that she's deleted. I think we're probably there already, right? Carly, someone pointed out he referred to channels as in the plural sense. Yes. So I think both of her channels and any future ones are, oh yeah, no, it will be a full on nothing. They will pull it all. It will be Twitter. It will be YouTube. It will be TikTok. It will be Instagram. They'll pull it all because she can't be trusted. And he did talk about both channels. Oh, and I have a question about that. Because I'm just learning, maybe it's in my little YouTube information that I need to go through about being monetized and about members. I've seen repeatedly the little crystal ball next to the members, and I noticed they're different colors. And I'm wondering if the color denotes what kind of member you are. Saltzy said they were like regular Stan, KJ Stan. I don't remember the middle one, but then Ultimate KJ Stan was the highest, most expensive. So I'll make this up right now because I don't know, but let's just say the $3.99 member has a blue ball, and the next up, the $9.99 has a purple ball, and the $25.99 has a white crystal looking ball. If that's true, then we could help Saltzy, because I don't know, maybe I didn't see the papers as Charlotte was reading. She just read them. Maybe he showed the colors, and that he's already crossed, pulled that together where I didn't see it. But if the badges are different colored based on money, then it would prove to him what level of income she was receiving from Lorianne. That being said, I'm curious, but I don't think it matters if it's as long as it's $1. KJ said she didn't know anybody. She doesn't get any money from Washington State, and she well knows. Now, wonder if Lorianne's such a ride and die fan that she's getting T-shirts or the joyfully unavailable or some merch. Then KJ would really have to figure out how to squirm, because it would be mailed to the place. So somewhere there'd be an address. At least that's what I think. That's what I think. That's what you're here for, right? We're talking about what we think this could be. Oh yeah, she sorry. This may end up to be a giggle fest because I'm tired. But she accused him of, that's what Lorianne said, not being an attorney. Can you imagine? I'm going to say balls here. Can you imagine the balls that it would take to DM a fancy Los Angeles attorney and say, "You're not an attorney, you arrogant SOB." Oh my word. Oh my, that's funny. Thank you, Pibby, for the giggle. I loved it. Ah, good one. And my chat just jumped as it does. So I'm going to try to back up because I see there's a few new people in here. Let's see. Yes, I do see new people. I'm probably going to butcher some of these names. I apologize off the bat. Heather. I don't think I've missed an Emily D. Baker live in this. She's so smart, and she even caught things that I missed and was so respectful to me when I asked her a question, because I'm fairly new to law. Isn't that great? Isn't it wonderful that we have a group of law nerds here, and Emily leads us right? She shoots it straight and leads us true. So that's awesome. And welcome, Heather. It's nice to see you. Trauma. Really? Color represents how long you've been a member. Ooh. And Lorianne had the ball next to her. I wonder what color it was. Interesting, and thank you. Wow. Wow. That is good. Anna, I believe she did label them as levels at one point. Yeah. I'm wondering. Dana, the color denounces how long you've been a member of that channel. Very cool. Okay, so I'm going, like I said, I'm going to go through my videos and see if Lorianne pops up anywhere. I remember, and I can't remember where, and I have a ton of videos. You guys, my 128 gig phone is at like 123 gig full. And it is pictures, screenshots, and recordings, and my grandchildren in the photos that filled my phone. So, yeah, but I'm going to go through my videos to see if, I started to tell you, I remember Lori Ann's name. You know how it comes on the screen? She puts it up there. I remember seeing that. I just need to see Oh, drama. You have a monetized channel, so you know what you're saying. That's awesome. Francesca, I can't believe her husband is letting her continue talking and jeopardize their income. It's okay. This could go either way, right? She could lose financially. She her fines, the cost, even if she doesn't win, if she wins the lawsuit, but she has to get that far, you guys. So right now they're in the preliminary stuff. This is the very, 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 very beginning. The next stage, once it's decided that this is going to be the jurisdiction, will be discovery. Discovery is what takes the long time because you have to wait. You put out a subpoena, the information comes back. That might make you then chase another subpoena because they give you more information. So until they get done getting the discovery done, all of that costs money. KJ isn't going to probably afford much discovery for her side because she's already got to pay the attorney. Every dime, every subpoena, every hour it takes to put it together, all is going to cost her money. The Tati side won't cost her money unless she loses. If she loses, the judge can order you have to pay the other person's attorney. She'd have to pay Saltzy. If that should happen, that would be if she won. Okay, she would lose her house, everything. I don't think it's going to go that far. I think she's going to get close to running out of cash just doing the discovery and the pre stuff. I don't know about that, but that's what I think. And I think they will end up, there will be a judgment before trial that they will have worked it out. They will have negotiated. And if it comes to negotiation, I believe it's going to be the social media and it might be a permanent ban. Like you may never. And I think Todd should be getting a job or KJ should be getting a different job. How do you sit and come on every day and be saying stuff that's so incriminating and have your life being out there, interestingly, kind of maybe? I'd be so freaking scared that YouTube's going to say, oh, no, you don't. Boom. Or the judge, I couldn't do it. My personality is, I couldn't have handled the forged cease and desist. If I was really thought I was doing it right, maybe the first one I might be able, I doubt this, but I might be able to sleep at night. But by the second one, I'm shutting up. I'll do whatever. I don't want any problems. So she's proven she's not afraid. She's the forced cease and desist and her flippant answers to that. But I would be, if I was Todd, I guess I think I like Todd better than I like KJ. Not to say that I like him, but I'm surprised. I mean, I guess she runs the show. He doesn't have the pants on in that family, would be my guess. Lieutenant Peter, pears or apples? I don't know. Oh man, for me, I like apples better. Is it a quiz? I like apples better. Heidi, hi hon. It was Lori was Lori Ann Zeg Creations. That's a good question. Now, I don't think that was said in Charlotte's thing when she read it. And if he's got this number he talked about and said these different usernames, then it wouldn't be. But I like that question because is there any way around this number that YouTube has that I don't know? But Zeg Creations can be pretty mouthy. So could be Lori, right? Could be. Pippi. Saltzy mentioned her different levels of membership, $24.99 being the highest. He went through the membership fees for Without a Crystal Ball. Then he went, well, actually, he did it the other way. He did KJ Lives first, and then he did Without a Crystal Balls. So yeah. User, please join me. I will return. Are you talking about follow? You're new here and welcome. Vainly crazed. Hey, it's good to see you. Isn't this a crazy hour? I think so. Daryl, what the hell's happening? All hell broke loose. Daryl, in the commentary area of YouTube. Are you totally don't know? Maybe you're really new. There's a creator that has been problematic, and literally there are other creators that are problematic. That's true, but this one has topped the cake and inserted herself in every story, every angle, everything, and she is not liked. And what did Steve McRae's video? I've been watching these videos. She's the axis of evil, according to mom groups from when she was first blogging on Facebook about her son and his issues. That's how they felt about her. The little boy turned 8. So 8 years people have been hating her. Wow, she can't learn. She's a slow learner. That's for sure. Anyway, Daryl, we are up this late talking about the bomb that dropped a couple hours ago about her. And she's in a lawsuit that is $5 million is kind of the idea. It isn't the number. It's like, this is what they think it's going to be. And they had to put a number on it. So that was the number used. So this creator is being sued roughly $5 million by Tati and James Westbrook because of defamation. And there's no way, you guys, the stuff she said about James, there's no, I was just reporting, meaning somewhere in the information she had pulled, someone said he pulled his mother's oxygen cord to kill her so he could get the estate. There's no papers, there's no lawsuits, there's nothing that would say that. That's KJ's thing. And then the career criminal, and he can't be trusted. He's just a career criminal running around making terrible business, and nobody should do business with him. That is the epitome of defamation, the epitome. So I think she's caught, but they say it's really hard to prove it on celebrities. So not sure. Hi, Mr. Beast. Hi, I'm Mr. Beast old account. Well, welcome. Nice to see you. You're up late too, right? Or maybe I keep saying that. It's not that late, maybe even in California, right? It's getting there, but it's not that late. And I already had some gal tell me it's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow where she's at. So I know that's a long airplane ride too to Australia. But I'm a big Keith Urban fan, and he's from Australia. I guess he was born in New Zealand, but he's from Australia. So I would guess I'd do a airplane ride to go see him over there, right? He's in Nashville too. That's a little closer. Bama Huntress. Hey, Granny Life, glad to have Insomnia Company. Yeah, isn't it? I don't really have any idea how old any of you are, but if you're younger than menopausal and you're female, it as it hits and later, it becomes a big problem. Okay, we have a Jesus. Cuervos Sir Cubasalis Sulas? No, Munca. I had 1 year of Spanish in high school. You use some big words here. I know como está usted, and I can count. Hey, freshman year of high school is a very long time ago for me. Way long time ago. But welcome. I think I would pronounce your name Jesus, right? I maybe got that one right. XX Emo Clown Freak XX. Am I the only one who's watching because this was their recommended page? Probably not. I got a lot of new people in here. And it was probably recommended because I'm a Looney Tunes that went live at this time of night. So if you're here, don't know anything I'm talking about, I apologize. I don't put out the recommendations, but I'm going to bet you're online on YouTube and I'm live. So it says, hey, check out this lady. But anyway, I think there's a few of you because I'm recognizing some faces that I don't know. That can't even make sense. I'm sorry. Oh, golly. Carly, who in their right mind would? I know. I know. Don't they know you can get yelled at for free? Well, the last live stream, I asked this question or made this comment, and can't tell you how many people responded back to me, but I thought to be a paying member and get yelled at, what do they get? A pallet? Because, oh, guys, let's talk about that a minute. Did you all see that some member nicely sent her a very expensive pallet? And she first went on Twitter to say, she mentioned the name of the pallet that the sub had sent her, asking if there was any colors or any palettes without glitter. So much glitter. And then she went on her frickin' live and talked about, I don't like glitter. So yeah, I got this palette, but she originally thanked her, but then she's literally, don't most of us know if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all? Somebody gave her that. You guys, I don't know how much it costs, but it probably costs plenty. It doesn't matter if it costs $10 if somebody thought of her and sent it to her. She can't even be nice about that. So, but yes, yeah, $25. What has anybody ever been a member? Does she actually give extras? Because isn't that what the members are supposed to get, some extra perks? And up the chain, you get more perks, right? So at $25, you'd get the most perks. Has anybody in my chat ever been a member? Oh, am I? Else says I'm getting spammed. Okay, let's see. I've seen one because it's some language I really don't know. Is anybody that's in here that knows how to delete? I've never deleted and I don't have mods yet. So I'm going to click on the comment that I think. How about right here? This one looks, I don't even know what that means. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Okay.